Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Country Conversations with T with D. How you doing? In honor of Mother Wendy, I am all over the place with my reviews because I am getting caught up. I had two sick children all the entire week, so I will be going back and picking up two episodes. Well, Basketball Wives LA or in Orlando, and then I'm gonna try to even squeeze in uh, the Real Housewives of SLC. Now, this episode of Sistas, it wasn't given a thing dry as a Popeye's biscuit. However, I'm gonna bring it to you real and raw like I do. Now, we open up the episode with Gary still letting Hayden know about that good Tam, and Tam is in the house. Of course, she doesn't know what they're talking about outside. So Hayden reverses it on Gary and it's like, "Oh man, you just mad because you got caught up." And he's like, "Yeah, I am, but this bitch is a fraud." Okay, so Gary leaves. He goes inside the house. He said, "Do you know Fatima?" And she's like, "Who?" "Oh, that chick you were talking to on the phone." He's like, "You do know I'm a lawyer, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I know you're a lawyer. I am." Wait a minute. See, she reverses it on him. She let him know, Gary is not your friend. And And he was like, "Well, you better hope I don't find out." And then she says, "Don't worry. I know everything about your little short start off ass. I'm going to get everything I want in the divorce. I'm getting half. I ain't signing shit." Then in the next scene, we have Sabrina meeting with her boss. And in that scene, the boss lets Sabrina know, "We're so happy to have you back." And she said, "Well, I'll get ready to go but get my things and go back to the same branch." Sis. No, no, no. We're going to move you to another branch. We're going to move you up. Oh, oh, oh. Maurice is going to be so excited once he hears Maurice. Maurice who? Who you say? Maurice? No, no, no. Not Maurice. He's not going with you. In the next scene, they go to the law office. And they're at the law office. There is Zach up to the set. Because here comes the lawyer and he lets him know that the baby is going to stay with his mother because there's no records on file of abuse. And then Hayden walks up and he confronts Fatima about Tim. And she says, "If you know what I know, you will be quiet right now and leave me up alone. I fuck you up." And then Andy walks up. What are you doing here? Are you trolling them again? Oh, Andy, you're so corny. In the next scene, Jordan finally gets his lunch date with Andy, and they're talking about everything that happened with P. Nail and Gary, and he calls him a jerk. And she fully accepts the jerk conversation at this point because before she took up for him. And she said, "I want to meet with your sister. I'm just not ready." So, in the next scene, you see how I'm going right through this, right? Okay. Yeah. One much to the episode. You need to talk about that little floppy pickle, and they laugh. And Jordan convinces her to go out to dinner. Okay. Everybody is waiting for the next episode. So anyway, the creepy contractor tells Karen that he knows the owner, so she don't have to worry about the price. And then she's like, "What about the down payment?" And he says, "Don't worry about that either. I got you." And she said, and he said, "You know what? You know what? I got something to tell you. You remind me of my mom." "I do." "Yeah, you do." "Well, one of these days I hope to meet your mom. I hope to let you meet her. And I want y'all to meet each other because, now mind you, he's married. What is he doing taking a perfect stranger over there to meet his mom? Huh? That's neither here nor there. Um, and me and my wife, we love kids. So, I don't know if you're doing this alone. I'm not. Our baby's daddy is right there with me." "No, he ain't." "Girl, you think you ain't alone, but technically you are." And then I figured it out. I think I know what he does. Okay, if his wife is not dead and he's not having these delusions of her still being alive, but yet it's still flirting with Karen. It might be a situation. I know everybody's trying to figure out what the deal is with the creepy contract. But this is my new theory. Maybe he's collecting sister wives. That sounds more feasible. So Karen says, I know somebody that knows a realtor. And she calls Zach for the realtor's number. But Fatima is on the phone with Zach, calling him as she usually does, and Karen beeps in. And he says, yeah, what you want, Karen? Well, I just want to know the number to the realtor. And he says, okay. He gives the number to the realtor. And that ends that scene. Here comes the scene with Sabrina and Mo. Now, Kevin hasn't been shown in any episodes as of late. I think they have already let him go. However, they could have gave him a little goodbye like they did Maurice and Preston. And why are we holding on to Gary? And hey, let them go. I could have tolerated Calvin better than I could have tolerated this doggone hey. I said what I said. And he's like, well, I got my job back. You did? Well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back here and find me some finest of the fine in my clothes, and I'm going to find my uniform. I got to get pressed out. Maurice, I have some bad news. They didn't ask you to come back. Oh, they didn't ask me to come back. Yours truly, the diva extraordinaire. And she said, well, you were responsible for bringing Quincy. But I didn't take. Okay, I take that. I am dramatically responsible for having sex with a stranger. And he robbed my bank because he gave her pay. And then she says, do you want to just collect your unemployment? No. I will find something. However, I think this was goodbye to Maurice's character. Yep. Okay, so down to the plane catching place where Dana works, but not really. She runs into Phony Baloney Tony. And he was like, well, I think it's time for you to move. And then she says, me too, because they're not paying me what I'm worth right here. Tony says, you come work with me, she says. That might be a conflict of interest, don't you think? And he says, oh, well, yeah, you better stay over here. Oh, Phony Baloney Tony. Ooh, how you gonna get her hopes up like you get her another job in another area, but yet and still you agree with her that she maybe should stay where she is. Okay, so he wants to set up a lunch date with her, and she tells him that she agrees to go ahead and go to lunch with him. And when she agrees to go to lunch with him, she's still looking downtrodden and sad because she knows she fucked things up with Preston, but I do believe that was Preston's last and final goodbye last week when he acted that part so well and has so many people on his side because once she agrees to go to dinner with him, Sabrina calls. She lets her know that Maurice will be terminated and no longer welcome to the bank that nobody knows anybody's name at. Okay. So she's talking and then she gets a beep or some kind of message that Preston has married Mindy Sue who? And Mindy Sue and Preston have walked down the aisle without Danny, and I believe that Preston had Mindy Sue who on the line the whole time. He had her waiting in the wings. And if I was Minnie Sue, who I would have married that joker. I would have been like, you going back over there with that Negroid woman that you left me for down to the bar, because now you want me back now that she has given you the boot and then give you what you want. Now you come back down through here where I'm in. So I think the door is closed for Preston to come back because he married Minnie Sue Who. So that ends that with Preston. I'm gonna miss Trinity Whiteside, because you know I wanted he and Danny to work out. I really did. But that's neither here nor there. We get back to the office, and there is Gary, Andy, and P. Nail. And they run into each other at the office, and Gary. Now, how is Gary going to explain that he is at Andy's office? Huh? Because P. Nail had no business popping up on Andy the way she did. Right? That, my friends, ends the episode. It wasn't much to it. We need to get on to the next episode. That's what everybody want to see. And everybody want to see Miss Good Fatima whoop on Heather's behind. But again, like I said, all of this could have been resolved had Tyler Perry written in one social worker. That's how I feel. That's what I said. I said what I said. And that's going to be the end of that episode. Come on in, come on in. Commercial free entertainment over here. Like I said, the episode did not give much. I gave you what it gave me. This is Country Conversations with Diva D. Have a good, wonderful rest of the day. I am enjoying this Mississippi weather. I know it's a storm afoot because it's probably about 72.5 degrees here. Again, this is Country Conversations with DVD. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I promise you, it is a good time over here. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces.